we are one hero closer, tying up with HOMEBOIS. I mean, this draft is looking very unique from Monster Vicious. Haru definitely is cooking something, but what do you think? Is it hard to execute MV's draft?
I feel like MV's draft is a little interesting. They're a lot more flexible with the way that they can play. I do think that Ruff has to be very careful with the way he initiates, but that's on the MV. HOMEBOIS, very straightforward comp.
It seems MV, they want to show us something. We'll see if they can deliver on the taste test. Game number 1 between Monster Vicious and HOMEBOIS, kicking off right in the middle as we head into the land of Dawn. HOMEBOIS on blue side, Monster Vicious on red.
Alright, let's jump right on into it. Amal going to start on his purple with Uni on the opposite side, also on his purple buff. Should end up on 2 different sides of the map unless they want to contest for Little Wanderer. But talk about the HOMEBOIS composition, right? Because the biggest selling point here is if support hits level 4 before its opponent, and then they snowball for the top of that, right? And just play off the cooldowns. That's a rough general idea. I think about them for the late game, so hopefully Soul can make it through.
And if he gets to that late game, I think he just generally melts everyone on the side of Monster Vicious, right? Like
I don't know, because Ruff technically play the mid to close range a lot better than Soul. It's as long as you don't get hit by like the synchro fissure, like you get in the middle of it, you should be okay.
That's true. I suppose the HOMEBOIS kind of have the phases late, right? Like early mid, we're looking at Amal to get us a hit, and late game is all it's good old business, like back in See You Soon.
Hey, you better praise the cat god every once in a while. No, don't worry, don't worry. This team should be able to kind of maintain that pressure. I think that MV is playing really smart because starting on and ending up towards the EXP side of things is probably the most ideal for MV, just to slow down Soul, which is the main win condition for HOMEBOIS at the end of the day. HOMEBOIS, on the other hand, I'm surprised that Amal wanted to go for the purple buff side and end up towards EXP.
You see the priority, right? The Roma's in the mid side. Here comes Amal. Actually gets ripped by NovaEscobar to prevent any sort of first blood. Monster Vicious getting the timing right.
Save. Really good call there by NovaEscobar. I was worried when they were below 50% HP, but he was still able to land the CC, but just before they end up getting executed. But that being said, first turtle does spawn. Here at the 2-minute mark, Uni will have his purple buff in time for the fight, but the main control is being held by the HOMEBOIS as we see a rotation for Izanami.
That's the flip, level 4 crush, plenty of magic damage. Zeno will not have to deal with it for now. They're gonna save it for the turtle fight. NovaEscobar will see Mal, both Romas still needs that one wave to hit their ult. And on the top side, that's gonna be first blood. Ruff going down, Amal finds it.
Good stuff from the HOMEBOIS. Delay the turtle, attack the side lanes. Really good play coming in from the HOMEBOIS, and I think that Monster Vicious right now taking a little too much time. They're not hitting the level 4s on time, Martizi and NovaEscobar, because they're trying to control this mid side, but that early rotation and also the early recall did lose them some tempo. Not the worst. At the same time,
Flicker out of Zeno. The HOMEBOIS are starting to burn these resources on Monster Vicious, right? This is just under 3 minutes. We're seeing Flickers, Purifies all getting burned by MV. Uni does hit level 6, but I don't think that's going to be a contest here. Penalty Zone only connecting onto Crush, who is in the Primal Wrath form. Turtle does get stolen by the Ling. Here comes Tempest of Blaze. Martizi is frozen. Ma with 3-man knockup into the way of the Dragon, but only onto Uni, not the target he wants to look for.
Izanami just doesn't have enough mana for that follow-up, but really sad there. Doesn't connect too much on the ult as well. I think that's fine. At the end of the day, HOMEBOIS, their main win condition is leaning towards Soul more likely than not. Amal, unfortunately, hasn't started the snowball just yet, but definitely speeding up Soul's progression. In the meantime, I think that MV needs to adjust, right? Because Ruff, he can't really walk into the lane until he has second item. Until then, he's basically just waiting.
And both Romas have been just camping that mid side, the intensity of this early game. And it does kind of leave the side laners to their own devices. Opens up a window for Amal to potentially threaten Ruff once more, and that's kind of what led to that first blood in the first place.
I think Amal, if he's going to make a readjustment here, he probably needs the Cho to walk into the orange buff area for info.
Here we go. That's going to be full-on crowd control. What a kick onto Martizi, but he does purify it away. So at the end of that, even though my head got out.
The hell was that? What was that play? I don't know. Unfortunate timing, because I definitely was with production. That should have been a really good play, but it looks like Mal had different ideas of what the target should have been.
Yeah.
They need to communicate with that. Mal, he probably wouldn't have cabled in that direction to limit himself from accessing the tier, to actually dive under the tier 1. But even so, Mal, he's got to calm. He has to calm if they want to get this snowball off the ground.
He get a bit greedy. This time, no Purify, so it's an easy kick. Mal's gonna make up with that. Amal getting delivered. Nova Escobar is next on the cart. Uni needs to get out. Won't make it to safety, and Nova Escobar will also have the same outcome. But Crush actually stops the recall for now. So Homeboy still striking Monster Vicious where it hurts.
Really good stuff. That's what I want to see. Good adjustment from the Homeboys, made up the mistake. And now the Crush has that Thunderbell. He's going to start stacking back up. Zeno have the advantage in lane, is here first.
Well, Ralph steals the Primal Wrap, but Amal will get the turtle for himself. So in a 1v1 against Ralph as Uni dives the backline. Avoids the rock. Tempers the blaze. Ralph goes down. Uni wants to look for Izanami. Gets through the passive. For one trade. The kick. Mal finds it midair for Amal to collect the kill. So Monster Vicious loses too.
Man, Homeboys dumpstering M, taking an amazing 3-for-1 in a matter of fact. It's Soul literally 2v1ing in the back as well, making sure that Martese or even his mini Lord could not make an impact in that fight. Good stuff from the Boys. Keep your eyes on Soul. He's the main win con here.
2 kills already, and the top tier 1 going down. A 3k goal lead in under 6 minutes. Monster Vicious, the fact that Uni ended up going down as well is not doing them any benefit. The Homeboys, they got the early condition lined up, right? The snowball is rolling.
Yeah, now I'm curious to see what ult is Ruff really going to take here? I don't think it's a matter of damage. The question is, what is the most effective piece of utility? Because if he wants to go aggressive, he can take away the Dragon. If he wants to play a little bit safer, maybe even the Aurora ult is good enough. Even so, I think the Primal Wrath is probably his best bet for like an all-encompassing ult.
The full combo at max range. Izanami has no passive this time, so he's down. Gets the control into Martese, no follow-up this time. Amar from the side will make his cap. Finds him under the turret, not a problem.
Great punish from MV, great trade from the Homeboys. They're not going to let this go. They always have to trade 1 against MV at the minimum if they want to stay ahead. Mitigation is great because, again, they are getting spells, but they need to abuse it some more.
Zeno, he is so far out. No penalty zone. Instantly goes down. Monster Vicious, it feels like a disconnect, right? I thought that they would at least know that Homeboys were going bottom, but Zeno got sacrificed.
Yeah, they're behind the tempo, unfortunately. It feels like MV, their timing calculators isn't there just yet with how fast the Homeboys are kind of moving as a 4-man, even a 5-man. Let's look at this hand cam here of Amal. Hopefully, he starts spamming his cables at some point. Oh, wait, he doesn't have the purple buff yet. He's doing it without it.
Very confident. He is a level ahead of Uni, so Monster Vicious won't be able to contest in any way. Nova Escobar can't even get in, so free turtle for Homeboy.
Great call, great call. After that previous engagement, he knows that Uni is going to time out on his own purple buff, and he's a level ahead, so they take advantage and steal away this turtle with no issues whatsoever. I think the top side of the map needs to get attacked here, but...
good try. Only single target pull. Escobar not really hitting the mark, and Muzano just walks forward, gets terrified by this close corner is hard. Here comes the full combo, Primal Wrap, penalty zone, but Amal, he's in the back line. Martese needs help, he's not going to get it for now, and the dive for Uni ended in his death. Mega kill for Amal. Homeboys are in the red, but Monster Vicious could not find a finisher, and Rob now has to deal with Mao, who just jolts away.
Yeah, this is a really awkward spot for MV because the distancing, it's so weird. If Zeno goes for these flicker and get... Oh no.
Zeno is going to go down. Zaman forces back out, so just dives him. Crush gets delivered his second kill.
They have to communicate what's more important. Looking to trade or clearing that wave. And in that situation, it's always clearing the wave. You need to be able to protect your structures for as long as possible. Now that Homeboys have a 5k gold lead, they can essentially move around the map super freely. Right now, Monster Vicious is facing the issue of distance. They can't necessarily close the distance really quick, and the members who do, the follow-up can't speed up to make it happen or effective. That's why you're seeing that Zeno is getting these like 4 or 5-man engages with not much follow-up.
And it's not done just yet. They want to keep it going. Nova Escobar sent into the gallows. So with this mega kill streak right now, I think Homeboy's been doing a fantastic job. Martese can't get into the fight.
I mean, the snowball is really good for Amal, but Soul is so far ahead of the game, right? Basically 1v3 by himself if he dodges the right spells. And just look at that, targeting Ruff constantly, zoning him out of the fight.
Not really sure if Monster Vicious still wants to be there. That's the penalty zone. In the air, hits no one. The Homeboys know that crucial ultimate is not available for MV, and it's just coming up.
This is getting really difficult for MV. What are they waiting for? I guess they could wait for a third item from Ruff. probably isn't going to save them. Maybe second item from Arteezy. Fourth item from Uni, so that means he'll need... Wait, hold on.
Oh, find the pull, that's on the soul. Where's the follow-up though? Because Zeno, he's away from his base. While Nova Escobar will go down first. Zeno already used everything. Monster Vicious, they're not even in a position to fight that.
They technically could have Nova gone for the I'm offended, then flickering backwards underneath the turret. I think that was probably what he was thinking about, but didn't find the right targets. Malin's been doing a very...
And Crush is going to put his name on the board now. Zeno turns around. That's the big knockout. Penalty zone, Eternal Guard underneath the tier 2 is their best chance. Soul goes down, and Uni, he's dancing around Amao. Monster Vicious trading 2 for the life of Ruff.
Okay. Maybe overextension there, you know, quite a big overextension. I can understand why. He's not only basically froze that turret, making sure that they had a little bit of extra time. I do think that Soul was pushed up a little far, I'm not going to lie, but it's not the worst for him. That means that his shutdown gold gets reset. It works totally in his favor. Currently, he's still 2.3k ahead of far and has already completed the Holy Crystal.
Endless battle, next item for Uni. We see the Starlim Sight, actually for Ruff. This extra bit of burst damage. Everything else looks in order. Components for Zeno with a War Axe on top. Probably going for Radiant next.
What's Starlim's Sight play here? I don't know.
Oh, this King's definitely might be one of it. Again, the knockout layered by Monster Vicious. They're all frozen in front of Homeboys. This fight ended before it even began. Uni, can he at least get one? Amao looks like a target, but Uni just does not have the health to do so. Homeboys with a 4-kill advantage right now. And Uni, only the person to defend the base. Not getting out of this one. Homeboys wipe them out in their own base. Game 1. As fast as the train started going, Homeboys hit destination at the end. 11 minutes and 55 seconds.
All right, this is Homeboys game 1. That's great for them, but going to break that curse. We need one more banger from Homeboys to end MV's overall streak. And